Yes lads, welcome back to the channel, and today we are back with a massive video. Today we are going through the knockout stage predictions for Euro 2024. We've gone through the grapes, hang on, pause. We've been through the groups, we've seen the young star boys thriving, we've seen the underdog stories exploding out of nowhere. We've seen some favourites really underperform. But with all that said and done, we have come down to the last 16 teams, 8 matches. Who is going to go through to the quarterfinals? Make sure you guys go down below and let me know down below in the comments your thoughts on who you think is going to progress through each and individual game. And if you disagree with something I say, let me know why and who do you think will actually do it. Let's get into the video. Oh, and make sure you guys do go down to subscribe, because we are only 8 subscribers away from 100, which is it's just crazy. So get down below and smash that sub button. So kick-starting with the first knockout tie tomorrow, 5 PM, Switzerland versus the current champions, Italy. Although neither team, I would argue, have come out looking like absolute world beaters, and I do include Italy in that with some very close calls in pretty much all of the games. I do think they will go out and win here. I reckon Switzerland will put up a good fight, probably a better fight than what most teams will expect. However, I do reckon Italy will progress to the quarterfinals, and I reckon it will be 2-1 to the Italians. This game is about to be a big one. Game number 2, the 8 o'clock showing of the first day of knockouts. Denmark versus the host Germany. I'm going to throw this out here right now. Denmark might be my dark horses throughout this knockout stages. I think their team has criminally underperformed. When you go player to player, how every single one of their players line up in terms of their actual club careers, they've actually got a fantastic team with some young talent coming through, as well as some big experienced heads glittered around the squad, the likes of Schmeichel and big Christian Eriksen. And I do reckon this is going to be one of the games of the tournament, what we're about to see. I'm actually going to predict a 2-2 draw, and I reckon it's going to go down to pens. And I reckon Germany are going to go through on pens, but it could literally be a flip of the coin. I reckon it's going to be a game to remember, and I reckon Germany will just scrape through pens. Jumping over to Sunday for the next 2 fixtures, we have got Spain versus Georgia, the 8 o'clock game. Spain's winning. Georgia had that crazy, memorable night they'll never ever forget after they beat Portugal 2-0, which is crazy. And whatever happens, their first ever tournament, they're out the groups. They will remember this as a success, whatever happens from here on out. And I reckon that Portugal game will be one of the greatest nights in that country's history in terms of a sporting achievement. Which is a good thing, because I reckon Spain are about to batter these lot. Listen, I'm sorry to any Georgians if you're watching this, but Spain are going to win. I reckon it's going to be a comfortable 3-4, maybe even 5-0. It depends how much they want to put them to the sword. They've got some fantastic youngsters with the likes of Williams and Yamal on both wings. They've got some proper experienced heads in that team. They've got flair, they've got strength, they've got mindset, they've got technical ability, they've got everything. They've been there, done that, and I think they're about to take a lot of t-shirts. Now the early game on the Sunday is of course the boys, England versus Slovakia. Now, although we have definitely struggled to perform this season with a 1-0 win and 2 draws, I do reckon we're going to go and get a win here. Of course, I reckon you're expecting to against Slovakia. No disrespect. They've got some very good players, but you'd expect us to go out there and get it done. Rumours are saying that Kobbie Manu will be starting, and I genuinely reckon that unlocks so much attacking possibilities. You could argue it's a bit biased, and it might be, but I genuinely think when the substitutions were made by Southgate in the latter stages of our last group stage game, bringing on the likes of Palmer and Kobbie, I genuinely think those two showed why they should be starting. And I'm going to be honest with you, I'm almost tempted to sit here and say, if you're going to play a midfield 3, drop Jude Bellingham. If you play Rice, Foden and Kobbie, that might cook. Obviously, he's not going to do that, and we're probably going to play Trent or something stupid in midfield instead of Kobbie. But I do reckon we're going to go and get a win either way, and I reckon we're actually going to put a little bit of a statement down here. I reckon they can hear the commotion going on back in England, and I reckon they're going to want to go out there and put a shift in. I reckon we're going to win 2-3-0 and actually proper put them to the sword. I reckon we're going to go into that quarter-final, pending we win, of course, against either Switzerland or Italy, probably Italy. and we're going to be in some good form. I reckon this is about to be a turning point. I reckon we're about to batter these lot 2 or 3. Start to the Monday Euros. We've got, firstly, a massive game. Starting with France versus Belgium. Now, I actually reckon this is not going to be as big as people think. I think you see all the players in that Belgium team, and then you see all the players in the France team, and I reckon it's actually not even close. I reckon Belgium are not even half the team that France are. I genuinely believe that. Sorry if you're watching this and you're from Belgium. You don't do it. You're going to get knocked out, even if you play better. Because for some reason, the Belgium national team with some of the greatest players of our generation, with the likes of Kevin De Bruyne, Lukaku on form, and I could keep going on and listing more players. You're going to lose and France are going to go through. Why are you letting them do this to you? You're a brilliant team. Stop playing like children. Probably like 2-0. I reckon they will. Or maybe just steal a 1-0. That's what they'll do. Next up, moving on to Portugal versus Slovenia. I reckon, again, Slovenia had a bit about them in the group stages, but I do reckon Portugal will win. I reckon with Ronaldo, potentially his last Euros, that he's going to want to go for it. If you give him a chance, he'll take it. Bruno's been cooking. Silva's been cooking. The young lads in Portugal have been thriving with Ronaldo at the helm. And I'm going to be honest with you, I reckon they can go far here. I put them in my predictions to reach the semi-finals, but I reckon they're going to go far. And from what I've seen from the rest of the countries, Portugal have a very strong chance to win the whole thing. I reckon them and Spain have impressed me the most so far, in terms of the big original favourites, if you want. And I do reckon Portugal will go for a win. 3-1. And as we go into the final 2 knockout stage games, firstly, the 5 o'clock kickoff on us on the Tuesday, we have got Romania versus Netherlands. Now, Netherlands are a weird one because I actually feel like they've played decent. They've been moving the ball nicely, working together as a team. They've not been blowing teams away, but they've definitely impressed me a lot more than some other countries, i.e. France, England, etc. And I reckon Romania have also done the same. They just about scraped through from that horrible, horrible group where all 4 teams ended up getting 4 points. So heartbreaking for Ukraine that they went out on the exact same points as the guy in first did. It's mental, but listen, if you don't take the chances, you're not going to get the points and you don't go through. That being said, I do reckon Romania will go home here. I reckon Netherlands have a good shot here to go and put a shift in, especially because they're on the probably the favourable side of the draw. I reckon they got a shot to the semi-final. And then if they can win that, they're in the final, obviously. But I do reckon Netherlands are going through. And to round out the round of 16, this is going to be a game that is going to be slept on, I reckon, here. Austria versus Turkey. Now, I do reckon, first and foremost, Turkey are going to win. They have been killing it in the games I've seen. And I've been so impressed with how they've performed. That being said, Austria, very, very decent team. They've got some big players. And Ralf Rangnick topped the group with Netherlands and France in it. That can't be slept on. I do reckon Turkey will win, but Austria are a team, by the way. They're a team. I'm gonna be real. I reckon they're gonna... see, I said Turkey, but now I'm deep in it. I was like, hang on, Austria cooked. Now I'm back in my guns. Turkey's gonna win 3-1. The boys are going through. That's it from me. My round of 16 predictions. Let me know yours down below. Smash the like, subscribe if you're new. Get us to 100 subs, and I'll see you next time. Take care.